So guys, welcome back to this Java JDBC video. In this lecture, we'll see how to create a table using Java JDBC. That's nothing but we'll create a table from Java into Oracle database. We'll insert record into that. We'll update that record. We'll delete one record. And finally, we'll retrieve the record. It means we'll perform CRUD operations. CRUD operation stands for create, retrieve, update, and delete. These are the 4 operations I'm going to perform in one programming example. So guys, let's have a look on my screen. So to work with this programming example, I have created one class with the name CRUD operations. Just have a look. And these are the 2 steps which are common while you are working with database programming. The first step is loading the driver class, and second class is establishing the connection. So just have a look on this driver class, oracle.jdbc.driver. Oracle driver is the class name. And once this particular driver class gets loaded in the memory, that's nothing but an object will be created for this class. Now we are going to create a connection towards the database. So connection is an interface, and we are creating one reference variable for that con equals to driver manager class contains a method with the name get connection, using which we are creating a connection towards the database. So in this, you have to pass the URL, which indicates for which database you are going to establish the connection. So JDBC : Oracle : thin@ localhost 1521 is the port number on which your Oracle server is running. XE is the service ID. So this is one URL you have to pass if you want to establish a connection towards the database. HR is the username, but HR is the password. Okay. So you have to decide like to which database you have to join. So based on that, you have to give the username and password. Okay. So once the connection gets established, then you can check whether the connection is established or not by using if condition, but I don't want to do that. Straight away, I want to create a statement object and I want to execute one command for creating a table. So I'll say statement, and you can use any object name st equals to, and you can say new statement. Once if the statement object gets created, once if the statement object is created, so remember when I say statement st equals new statement, it's throwing an error. Means statement is an interface, and you cannot create object of the statement interface directly by using new keyword. What you have to do is you have to say con.create statement. Then the statement object will get created. Once if the statement object gets created, you have to execute an SQL statement. So if you want to execute select statement, then you have to use execute query method. If you want to execute any DDL or DML statement, then you have to use execute update. So I'll say st dot, that's nothing but statement object dot execute update. Okay, execute update is a method which takes an SQL statement that is DDL or DML. Is it clear? So I'll give create command, then it's nothing but an DDL command, data definition language. So observe, in double quotes, I'm giving the create command, create table, student is the table name. I'll give this brackets and I'll say ID number. That's nothing but the student ID number, and number is nothing but the data type. Okay, and I'll say 3 is the size. So ID number is the column name and the number is the column type, and I'm reserving space for 3 digits number, comma, and I'll say name, and you can say varchar 2 of 20. That's nothing but I'm specifying that name indicates student name and varchar 2 is nothing but the column name. Now I can say age, and you can say number of 3, and you can close the bracket. And this is a semicolon. Just have a look on this statement. And once this statement gets executed, then automatically one table will be created with the name student. Once if the table gets created, so this is the command, okay, statement 2 create table. Once if the table gets created, the next step is to insert rows. Is it clear? So if you want to insert rows, then the same method you have to call execute update. Same method you have to call execute update, and you have to say insert into student values. You have to specify the roll number, name, and you have to specify the age. Is it clear? Double quotes close and brackets close followed by semicolon. Imagine I want to insert 3 records. So 3 times you can use the same function and you can change some data here. 101, 102, 103, and here I can say Hari, 15 years age. Okay, and here I can say Muskan, 29 years age. So I'm storing 3 records into the database. So after storing records, if you want to confirm that records has been stored into the database or not, then what you can do is you can run an SQL statement that is nothing but select statement, and you can check actually. So here I'll say select the rows. Okay, and here I'll say st dot execute, and remember this time you have to use a command called execute query, and you have to say select star from student. Okay, and this execute query will return a result set, and that result set you have to assign it to one object, and here the object reference I have taken is rs. Okay, so once you get that result set object, then you can apply the while loop, and you can say while rs dot next. Next method will return true. Next method will return true if the result is available. That's nothing but if rows are there. Then what I should do is, by using this system.out.println statement, my first column is rs.get int of 1, and next column is I'll give one space, and then I'll say rs.get string because it's name. Okay, and again you can give some space, and you can say rs.get int of 3. So this is how the records will be displayed. Now, if you want to execute update command and say delete command, then how you are going to execute it? See, for DDL and DML commands, you have to use execute update. So what I'll do is, I'll execute, I'll copy paste this, and I'll say update row and delete row. So if you want to update the row, then the only thing is you need to just write the proper SQL command. So here I'll say update student, update student, set update student is the like command name, and by using set you have to specify which column you want to update. So I'll say set age equals to 18 where ID number equals to 102. So this is how one row will be updated. In the same way, you can say st dot execute update. Okay, and here you can say delete from student where ID number equals to 103. Means I'm going to delete a record where the ID number is 103. Fine. But if you want to confirm whether one record is updated and one record is deleted or not, then what you can do is you can select these rows once again. You can select these rows once again here. Okay. And here you can say this time result set already you have declared once now. So no need to write result set once again. You can use the same variable which you have created and you can simply display the rows. So this is what we call performing the CRUD operation. Means creating the table, retrieving data from the table, updating the data as well as deleting the data. So let's run this program once and see what output it generates. If everything is fine, the output will be generated successfully. Yes, you can see first time it will display 3 records that indicates that successfully table creation is done, insertion of records is done, and displaying of records is done. After that, I'm updating one record. You can see with the name like Hari's record, age to 18 years. So you can see that is updated, and I'm deleting one record, and you can see that one record is also deleted. So if you want to confirm like all these things has happened perfectly at a database level or not, then what you can do is I'll open this SQL developer, which will help you to understand, to know at database level whether a table is created with the name student or not, whether records are inserted or not, whether records are updated or not, whether records are deleted or not. That everything you can confirm. You can just log in into your Oracle database, and here you can issue one command that is select star from student, and you can check it out. So here I'll say select star from, and I'll say student, put semicolon, and simply run it. And see here, you'll find 2 records, 101 and 102. Okay. But remember, if you run this program once again, it will throw an error. Why? Because the table is already available. So you're not supposed to create a table with the same name. Is it clear? So second time, if you try to run this program, I recommend you to keep comment line here. Is it clear? First thing. And next thing is like what you can do is you can insert records, but you change the values here. You change the values. Is it clear? And if you required, you can use this update command and delete command. I've just kept these 2 commands in the same program just to make you aware that how you can perform CRUD operations on a database. So hope you guys understood this Java JDBC concept. So practice the same program as it is. Okay. So once you understand that how to work with execute update and how to we have to use execute update actually. but still we can use execute function also. But in upcoming sessions, I'll explain you like what exactly the execute function is, I mean method is, and when exactly we have to work with execute update. But execute query we have to use when you want to execute the select statement, because execute query returns and result set, but whereas execute update will return an integer number, and that integer number indicates that how many records have been affected by issuing this command. So in this case, what happens, like it will return one because it is inserting one record. Is it clear? So this is about execute query and execute update methods on a statement object. Hope you got clarity on this. Thank you so much. And if you like this content, then please let me know in the comments below this video. Thank you.